Hey everybody, welcome back. I wanted to come and share with you guys how I put these little books together. So if you've been following me over on Instagram, you know I've been playing with the new distress embossing glazes. I just took a day and made all different sorts of ephemera that I was going to put into my journals. But then I watched a Facebook live demo by Dina Wakely where she shared a bookbinding technique called tab binding. And I was so inspired and wanted to give it a try. So I decided to take the ephemera and make these little books. And I'm so happy with how they came out. So this first little book, the cover was already made. I had taken the glaze and put it over a photo booth image where I got this really cool effect like an old tintype. And I was so happy with how that came out. I thought it was so neat. And so then I just made more pages the same size to follow. This is where I had stamped a leaf onto vellum and then heat embossed, fussy cut it out, and then just glued it down. This is a pocket page. I had used some of the new Ideology Field Notes ephemera set and layered it and then embossed over that to make this little tag. And then the next page, a little more Ideology, another photo booth image here. I'm trying to make it so you can see it and not have the glare on it. And then this is another leaf that I stamped. That's the walnut stain embossing powder. And then another little pocket page for this tag that I made. Some more pieces of ephemera layered up and then embossed over. Some stamping and embossing there. That's onto vellum, the background. And then another embossed image here. That's the memoranda guy. And the big butterfly. That's from the Field Notes set. More Field Notes set here with the bug. And the glazes over the top. And then on the back cover is a metal rim tag I had made and another little piece of ephemera. And then because the binding that I'm going to show you guys, it has a gap in the middle there, I was able to put this safety pin in. I just like pinned it through and then made this little metal rim tag to go on it. And I was so happy with this. I love this little book. So, and the clip here, the little clothespin clip, I just put some fabric tape on that, the Tim Holtz fabric tape, just for some interest. Okay, so that's that little book. And then this one was the second one I made. And what I decided to do with this is cut 6 tags, all the same size, and then I stitched pockets on the front of each tag before I bound it. And so it's held closed with this little hinge clip, and I've made a little middle rim tag and a little story stick there on a ball chain. And this is a little tag or ephemera piece that I made with the Ideology and some of the embossing glaze there. That's the walnut stain color. Let's put that back in. And then this is a quote chip that I embossed. And can you see that little pitted area? I learned this technique by watching a Tim Holtz Facebook live demo where he took a distress crayon, put it over the top of the glaze, and then wiped most of it off. And you get that little pitted look. I really like that. I thought that was the neatest tip. And so on the inside cover here, I've got a little pocket I put here. This is one of the new Ideology tickets from the ticket book. Some of the new Ideology tags. This is this pocket I stitched on here. I've used some of the fabric tape. I've used some of the ephemera there. Little ephemera piece there stapled on. This little piece comes off. Another one of the tags in that little pocket, some collaging there. This is a little tag that I made with the glaze, and then just layered up some pieces there on it. Another little pocket here, and a little tuck spot here. I've got some more of the ephemera that I've glazed over right there. And then a little envelope with a little card in it stuck in there. And then this is a pocket page where I just took 2 tags and stitched them together and then put one of the ideology tags in there. So what you do for this binding, you guys, is you can either do 3 tapes, or what Dina Wakely used was sticky back canvas that she had cut into strips. I decided to use the Tim Holtz fabric tape. I really like the patterns and the effect that it gives. And then you could also use 2 tapes. So how you do this, and I'm going to demonstrate it. 2, and then you put 1, and you just keep alternating. 2, 1. This one is 3, and then 2 tapes. 3, 2. You could do 4 on the first page and then 3 and alternate that, just depending on the size of pages you have. So you just need single pages, just a single page, no signatures. And then I chose 6. You want an even amount of pages. I just pulled out these papers, which is a tag, a little bag cut from book page, another tag. This is a Rolodex card that I have used inks and oxides on, and another tag, and then a little envelope that I coffee dyed, and I really like how that coffee dye came out. So with your first page or tag or whatever, you could use your little artworks, you could use tags, you could do whatever you want with these, just single pages. And then you want to start, I'm going to do the 2-1 technique, and then you can modify however you want. So I'm going to start with 2 tapes. I'm going to put 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom. And then you want to flip it over. So then 1 tape, and then flip that over. And then now you want to fold up your 2 tapes from the first page. Now we're going to go back to 2 tapes. Well, I think I'm going to go about right there. You don't have to be perfect with this. I don't really mind it if it's not perfect. You could measure and make these really exact if you want to. So then you want to turn that page over, fold up your 1 tape. So now we're back to 1. So we're going to put 1 tape, fold that over, and then fold up your 2. Now we're going to put 2. This is the second to the last page, so we want 2. And then turn that page over, and we're going to turn up the 1. Now, because we're to the last page, we don't need to put tape on this last page. If you were going to keep going, of course, you would just keep doing it until you get to the point where you want to stop. So now I'm just going to flip this one over and end with 2. That's why you do the even pages. So if you start with 2, you end with 2. You probably wouldn't need to, but I think that's a good way to end it. So there we go, you guys. We got our little book bound. Just easy as that. One thing I'll point out about if you do the 1, you get kind of a wobble you know, because there's only one hinge there binding it, which doesn't bother me. But if you choose to do more than the one, you don't get that. They're really secure. They don't move. So it just depends on, you know, what your personal preference is. But anyway, that's how you do it. I hope this inspired you guys to give it a try. It's a lot of fun. You could use this for little happy mails. You could make little inserts using this technique, you know, for your journals. Really anything you want. So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope it's inspired you and given you something to play with. It's simple and easy and quick and kind of addictive, really. So, okay, guys, well, thank you for watching. I hope you guys are taking good care, and I will be back soon.